Hello guys, welcome to Tutorly. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to use frequency separation in Affinity Photo. Frequency separation is a powerful retouching technique that splits your photo into two parts, one that holds color and tone, and another that holds fine texture. This technique is commonly used in professional photo retouching because it allows you to fix uneven colors, smooth skin tones, and clean up imperfections while keeping important details like pores, hair, and natural texture. This lets you smooth blotchy areas without blurring pores or losing crisp detail. Start by opening Affinity Photo and loading the image you want to work on. Click directly on your image to make sure it's the active layer. At the top, confirm that pixel is selected, so you're editing pixels directly and not in another workspace. This step helps make sure the filter is applied correctly to the image data you actually want to edit. Next, head to the top menu and hover over Filters. From the list that appears, choose Frequency Separation. This opens a dialog where most of the important choices happen. This setup window controls how Affinity separates the image into its texture and tone information. So getting these settings right is important for a natural result. First, pick the method. The method controls how Affinity calculates texture layer versus the color layer. If you're unsure, start with the default. If you notice halos around edges or odd shifts in tone, switch to the alternative method and compare. The right choice is the one that keeps edges clean while isolating texture naturally. Different images can respond differently depending on the amount of detail, contrast, and lighting, so always judge the result using the preview. Now adjust the radius and tolerance. Radius sets the size of features that move into the color and tone layer. A small radius keeps more fine detail in the texture layer. Increasing it gradually smooths broader shapes like uneven skin tone or gentle gradients. Move the slider slowly until pores and tiny lines live mostly in the texture layer, while color blotches sit in the tone layer. For example, when working on a portrait, you want skin color variations and shadows to move into the tone layer, while details like pores and small facial textures remain separated. This gives you the ability to improve the skin without creating a blurry or artificial look. Tolerance fine-tunes how aggressively that split happens. Keep it moderate. Too high can make things look plastic. Too low won't separate enough and leaves you doing extra cleanup. Finding the right balance is important because frequency separation works best when the two layers are clearly separated but still maintain a realistic connection. You can also enable mirror. This helps the filter calculate cleanly near the edges of your canvas, which is especially helpful if your subject runs close to the borders. This can prevent unwanted edge issues because the filter has more information to work with when processing areas near the outside of the image. When the preview looks natural, texture intact, color transition smoother, click Apply. That's it. You've set up frequency separation, giving you precise control over tone and texture while preserving realism. With this setup, you can now make detailed retouching adjustments more confidently because you have separate control over the color information and the fine details of your image. This creates a cleaner, more professional workflow while keeping your edits natural looking.